Welcome to Dundee. On a very sunny November afternoon, and today we're going to be doing some cross country. Pretty good conditions. We've got some mud, don't know if you can see that, except the sun is out. There's no wind, no rain, and it's quite warm. So let's see what we can do. There is plenty to say about cross country, and I'm going to cover all the subjects, all the topics on cross country during the race. Well, in the voiceover, because obviously I'm not going to say it during the race because I'll be racing. So let's go find the tent. Nothing says race day until you smell the chemical toilets. I'm so ready.
It smells right. Speak shorter than the beach.
Okay, before we start, I've got one massive dirty confession, and that is I love cross country. There, I said it. So let's just get on with it. Let's watch the start in all its glory without me talking until a little bit later on. Off we go.
Go Metro!
We got over that big hill, so let's begin. We've got a lot to cover today. Cross country. Why do I love it? That's a very good question. Why does anybody love it? I can't speak for everyone. I can only tell you about me. And I love it because it's pure, unadulterated racing. You feel your heart pounding out of your mouth. You're sweating. It's cold. It's muddy, it's tough, and all of the above is why I love it. Now, I'm definitely in the minority for liking cross country because most people I know who run don't really like it, and I can only speculate why they don't like it. And I guess it's maybe because you can't really get a PB. It's not like a 10k or a 5k race where you can race a different one every week or every month and then try and beat that time. Cross country is absolutely different. Now, even if you run the same course the following year, it could be absolutely different. They change these courses all the time, but the major factor is the terrain. The terrain and the weather. And they're not mutually exclusive because the terrain is affected by the weather. If it's raining, it's muddy. If it's snowy, it's slushy. If it's icy, it's slippy. And trust me, these races go ahead no matter what. I've seen these races run in pure ice and floods. Floods up to your ankles. Anyway, it's enough of that. Let's check in on me and see how I'm doing. You know, you can hear that little rasp in my breath. That's when you know I'm going a little bit too hard. My heart rate is currently saying 150, and usually that would indicate I'm not actually going as fast as my breathing is letting on. But I think the problem here is I forgot my heart rate monitor and I'm actually using my watch. And the watch is never that accurate, simply because I've got a bony wrist, so my watch doesn't sit properly and it doesn't get a proper seal in the sensor. Okay, so now we're almost half a mile in and we're heading downhill, which is fantastic. A few people have overtaken me, and in the same hand I've overtaken a few others. I've run this course about 5 or 6 times before, so when I come around this corner, this kind of took me a little bit by surprise, because I did take it a little wide. Yep, that tree. I should have known it was there, so I had to run wide. As we approach the home straight, on the 3rd lap that would be, you can see my clubmate there on the left hand side with the yellow top. His name is Mark. He is a pretty rapid master, but I'm catching up with him. He always finishes in front of me. I've never bet this guy. He is pretty fast, and by the 3rd lap, by the 2nd lap, you won't even see him. I do get carried away in the 1st lap because I'm always quite close to him, because I probably go too fast. But the main reason is because he paces these to perfection. He's been doing cross country for God knows how long, but he knows how to run a race, and he takes it fairly easy in the 1st lap, and then he just takes off, as you will see. Okay, I'm going to fast forward it a little bit here, or else this video is going to be almost 40 minutes long. Enjoy. Okay, let's talk tactics, and I'm talking about going up hills here. Now, I've learned through the years that going up a hill at the same pace that you run to the bottom of it is never a good thing. I always end up getting knackered, and it takes me longer to recover when I get to the top and carry on to a downhill or a flat, depending on what comes next. A lot of people usually overtake me up a hill, but that's okay. I've learned to deal with it, because 9 out of 10 times I will overtake them on the downhill or the flat. So I just allow this to happen, because generally they get tired. Now this guy is my new nemesis. He hasn't got a clue who I am. I know who he is, and he's my nemesis. Now I run against him on a previous East District race, and it was close then, and it was pretty close this time. Even though he has taken off like a rocket down this hill. More on my unsuspecting nemesis Sam a little bit later on, because he does feature quite a bit in this. Now cross country can be quite complicated because there's a lot of races out there, but the ones I'm going to go on about are the ones that are run by Scottish Athletics. There are 3 major ones, that's the League, the Districts and the Nationals. I'm going to concentrate more on the League since this is the one that I'm running just now. There are 3 districts, the North, the East and the West. I run in the East Districts, which of course is the best and hardest of all districts. I would say that because, well, it's true. Now this race is race 2 of a series of 3. There's actually 53 clubs taking part in the East Districts. The North has 21 and the West has 57. So altogether in Scotland that's a lot of clubs. All these races are divided into age groups: under 11s, under 13s, under 15s, under 17s. Seniors, usually the under 20s and the Masters run in that races too.
Come on, Kenny, I'm right behind you!
I do usually like putting the fear into my clubmates, especially the fast ones. I could see my friend Kenny quite close there, so I just gave him a little bit of encouragement just to make him go that little bit faster. So just in context, last year after all 3 races there was 2,117 runners altogether. That's a lot of runners over 3 races. Primarily running is an individual sport, but in cross country there is a team element in it, and this means each club can accumulate points. So the first 3 of the juniors up to under 17s is 3 to count. This means that the position of the first 3 of each club are added together, and the one with the least points is the winner of that particular race. And then what they do is at the end of the 3 races they total them all up together, and the one with the least score wins. When I say least score, I mean if you finish first and third and fifth, then they add that 3 together to give you 9. So 9 is a low score. So if the next team gets positions, say 2, 9 and 7, then they're 17 points and they would come in second depending on the next team. So the seniors are 6 to score and the masters are 3. Now my club last year actually won the Masters League overall. We actually won every single race as well. Now unfortunately I did not count for any of them. I am a master, but the guys in front of me are way too fast. In fact, 2 of our masters run for Scotland this year in the cross country. First, my good friend Kenny, who I shouted at earlier in this video. Now he was a counter for the V40s and they won a bronze medal. As for our second runner who represented Scotland, that's Jim Toe, and he is an absolute machine. He was the first V50 over the line and he was over a minute faster than the second placed guy. This guy is an absolute rocket and he's actually running this race. Big shout out to Lucy and Maggie the captain for the support throughout the course here. As mentioned earlier, there are 2 more types of cross country Scottish Athletics put on, that's the districts and the nationals. So the East Districts usually consists of 2 races. There's the East District Relays, which is usually the very first cross country race of the season. And then there's the East Districts Race, which a lot of clubs enter because it is quite a big deal, and that usually happens in the beginning of December. There's also the Nationals, which is the biggest of them all, which means all the districts get together and they do the relays, which is usually at the beginning of the cross-country season, but just after the East Districts relays. This is then followed by the National Short Course. Now this is where all the really fast young guys enter, and I generally hate this race because I just feel so slow in it. All the young guys turn up, all the fast guys turn up, and they just fly the course. And finally, well kind of, it's the last race of cross country season, and that's the Nationals. That's where every club in Scotland then competes in the biggest cross-country race of the season. It is one of the best cross-country races you can do. And finally, for me, the best race ever has got to be the Masters Cross Country, and that's where only the over 40s enter. And for me, that makes it a level playing field for me, so it's more enjoyable. Right, thankfully that's it over, the explanations, and what good timing that is. There's my nemesis, right there. I think I'm going to call him Nemi. Nemi, my nemesis. His name is Sam though, but Nemi is better. Okay Nemi, let's see what you've got. You like a hill, so let's see. Oh, by the way, this is a hill. This is about 1 kilometre long hill. And off he goes. I'll just stay consistent at this pace. But look at my heart rate, 164. That is high. I'm obviously pushing hard here. You can usually tell it's a hill because I'm always looking down. Right, let's speed it up a bit. As we are approaching the end of lap 2, I'm catching up with my clubmate Joe. The funny thing is, he's usually always way in front of me. He did joke at the start, he actually joked at the start line that he was going to run in front of me, so I could film his backside for most of the way around. Now Joe is a little bit of a joker, and I'll give you a prime example. This was him ringing our captain's doorbell and running away. Such a child. Not to be unfair to him, he is generally faster than me and he's got 19 wins over me, and I've got 11 over him. Well, he's clearly having an off day, but you know what? Get right up you Jojo. And this takes us nicely to me catching up with Nemi, my nemesis. I do remember here thinking, I'm catching up with him, he's bound to be getting tired now. This is where I overtake him and put a little bit of a gap. And my other focus was the Aberdeen Athletics boy right in front of us. Now there is a bit of rivalry between the two clubs because we both come from Aberdeen. But in all fairness, the rivalry isn't really based on anything apart from the fact we're from the same city. They're generally a track running club and we're a road running club. Now let's just watch me overtake these two guys. And there we go. Nemi, what are you doing to me? Well, we are approaching this hill, and like I said, when it comes to the hills, I kind of take it a little bit easier than I do around the rest of the course. There's been a few people overtake me, and I've overtaken a few people, but nobody's overtaken me at that speed, this late on into the race. That guy's got far too much energy, and to me, that just means that he wasn't trying hard enough at the start. Oh no, here we go. Here's the Aberdeen boy. Oh, things aren't going great at all. A mile to go. Okay, head down. Do the club proud. Come on. Oh, a little look back. Is that a sign of weakness? Is that him tiring? Oh, right. That's all I need. Overtake, keep going, don't look back. Beat him. Beat Nemi. Nemi, my nemesis. Oh, and that's the end. Quick look back once, maybe another quick look back twice. Right, nobody near me, but I'm not 100% sure. Give it full licks and cross the finish line. Whew, that was tough, but I loved every single minute of it. So looking at the results, that's me 85th out of 225. Not bad, I'll take that. And as for the bets team, that was us in number 1 position. Not a bad day at the office if you ask me.
I can't believe you actually slowed down because you weighed your arse on the camera. Well done, man. Well done. Yeah. Wait, that's it! No slowing down! Boys catching up, so just keep it going! Keep it going! Well done, man. Well done. Did you beat Kenny? You always make me think I'm catching up with you because you pace it so well at the start. I'm like, oh. And then the second lap, off you go every time. Who's got the orders?
Yeah. First, Caden. Jordan. Fraser. Chris.
Kenny, then Mark.
Kenny, then Mark, yeah.
Then?
Craig, then me.
Then me, then Joe, Chris and James.